VidCon. Fuck anyone who created VidCon.
Hey, what's up you guys? It's just Fate here, and today we'll be talking about TanaCon and who is really to blame. Is it Tana, Mojo, or Good Times? So Shane Dawson, a YouTuber who has a reputation of being very trustworthy, did a 3-part documentary trying to get the truth out from both sides. So in my opinion, Shane did a pretty good job about trying to stay impartial, but I will say that he is obviously friends with Tana, so there is some bias.
From the first time I met you, I was like, you're like my child.
The first 2 parts of the documentary were pretty impartial, and I was really excited to see that we were going to get to the truth of things. But it turns out that the 3rd part was very swayed towards Tana, in my opinion. Michael doesn't really have a chance to say stuff because Tana is constantly cutting him off.
That is so disgusting. That is actually so sad.
Every single one of your clients that...
I know, Tana, listen. When did
And
you
then you lied to me over and over.
And only explaining her side and playing the victim card, which I did not like at all.
I don't know how to like say this to you because it's like I don't want to paint anyone as the bad guy but me.
Bougie and professional.
So, basically what happened was in Shane's quest to get truth, he interviewed both Tana Mojo and Michael, who is apparently like the CEO or president or something of Good Times. And Good Times is the company that did the planning for TanaCon. So this is a clip of him segueing around the convention, acting important. So first of all, why would you trust this 21-year-old kid to run your convention? Like, no wonder everything went down the way it did. And if you guys didn't already know, TanaCon was a total mess. The idea itself wasn't that bad.
Was supposed to be Tana's version of VidCon. It's a convention where you can meet your favorite YouTuber. It's inclusive and anybody can come.
But the intentions were not that great.
I don't think you had good intentions, and I don't think you know that. Because the true intention of it was revenge.
You guys do everything in your power to make it hell for me, but only after I promote the shit out of your event, and don't you think that's fucked up?
It failed mostly because it was poorly planned. There wasn't enough space in the venue for 5,000 people, which is how many tickets were sold. It was on the same weekend as VidCon. No one knew what was going on, including the featured creators. Many of them took to Twitter to express their concerns about the matter. Overall, I guess there was just a lot of confusion.
When they canceled the event, we thought a shooting was going on.
So this led to a lot of people being sunburnt. People were standing in the sun for hours. There's no food and no water. And that was previously promised. One girl had to go to the hospital. Gift bags were pretty cheap, pretty terrible. This is an example of what was in the goodie bags that were supposedly 4 times the original price.
This Gucci princess, okay, this must have been from the Gucci store because Tana would never.
Like, it's like you guys are all standing out in the heat.
I looked at it, I was like, thank God I'm a Gucci princess, you know?
Like that looks like something from the dollar store.
So apparently this is 3 times our ticket price, so this must be an expensive ass con.
I heard that it was like really cheap too.
It's like Trojan would never.
To come there from all around the world.
I spent $2,000 to fly from Hawaii.
Can I afford all of this? No, but I did.
So here's Shane's conclusion of the facts summed up.
And I got all the answers. So, the official number of VIP tickets sold was 5,108. The number of free tickets was between 200 and 300. Michael claims that Tana knew that and that she was lying when she said she didn't. And Tana still says she didn't. The number of security guards was never 91. I got a hold of the contract and it said that at most there was 25 security guards at a time. Now to put that in perspective, for most conventions it's usually 50 guards per 5,000 people. So this was cut in half. The amount of money spent on security was $60,000. To put that in perspective, the amount of money that VidCon spends on security is $1 million. This is the big one, capacity. So I got a hold of the contract between the Marriott and Good Times. And the contract stated that there was only going to be 1,000 people. And Michael signed it. Now I talked to both Tana and Michael about this, and they both said that yes, the contract might have said 1,000, but everybody at Marriott told them that that was just a safe number and that 5,000 was okay. And here's the final thing. the money. So the amount of ticket sales is roughly $325,000. Now all of that money is currently being held by the ticket company, Veeps. Now Veeps is new and they've never done a convention before, so TanaCon was going to be their first. And because Michael really wanted to seal the deal, he signed a contract with them saying that if anything went wrong or tickets needed to be refunded, the funds would have to come from Good Times. And Michael signed that contract. And then Michael explained to me that he is Good Times. Just him.
How many people work at Good Times? Though?
He wants to make Good Times seem a lot more than it is. In reality, like I just said to you, it is him, his parents' money, and a bunch of interns who are afraid of him. You know what I mean? Maybe like 10.
Well, if he's...
But Michael's very quick, like the investor said.
Which means that he is personally responsible for finding $325,000 to give refunds.
And that's what's sad too, is Good Times is just Michael, his parents' money, and a bunch of interns that are afraid of him.
I know there's a lot of shady things about both sides.
It would be really, really cool too to have people like outside waiting to get in. Like people love to be oppressed outside.
Yes.
First of all, I don't know anyone who likes to be oppressed.
But what is capacity?
The hotel told me 1,200, but obviously
In like the main ballroom.
I have it set at 5,200 right now.
I love that for us.
I can also kind of just like set no capacity and then just be like, okay, we're gonna sell it out when we sell it out.
I mean, because I feel like there's a chance.
Secondly, she should not be denying that she didn't know that the place didn't fit that amount of people. From this clip, you can obviously tell she knew, and she's just trying to make it look like Michael was manipulating her.
Like if I really had wanted it to be as good as I'm out here saying, I should have planned it in a year, and I was dumb and impulsive for doing it in 2 months. Stupid as fuck.
There's also something about Tana saying she shouldn't have planned it in 2 months.
So why does every single one of your clients tell me that 6 months ago they knew that you were gonna scam me? That 6 months ago you stopped working on all their stuff just to make money off of me?
But she was telling Michael that she was telling him stuff from 6 months ago, and other people were telling her not to work with him from 6 months ago. But if she only started planning it 2 months ahead, that doesn't make any sense. Also, Tana was vacationing in Hawaii right before the event was supposed to occur. That's not very responsible on her part.
We're in Hawaii. Mahalo, bitch. Mahalo. Aloha. Mahalo.
Do you know where Tana are? At Studio 71 party.
And the partying after is not very responsible. It doesn't even seem like she cares or it's affecting her at all. And I don't think that's right. She also said it was going to be freer than VidCon, but yet most of the tickets sold were not free tickets. Overall, I think that it was a plot to get money and both sides are to blame. And in the video, she tells it how many times she's sorry, but you can't really tell if she's genuine. And then when she talks and interviews Michael, she kind of puts on Michael and blames him. Like she's saying, I'm sorry, it's all my fault, but really it's your fault. So that doesn't show any sense of responsibility on her part. And she just keeps telling it how hard it was and how she's never done this before. It's overall really bad. And I feel horrible for the YouTubers, especially like Shane Dawson, who really want to help and make this real and make this happen because they believe in Tana and they believed in the project. And it's just so terrible that they're getting so involved. And I feel like Shane Dawson is looking for a solution more than Tana is.
This fuck up, like, hurt me. But I still, like, want to be the person who helps, which is so fucked up and weird. But because I care about you, but I also, like, I'm gonna... But what can I do, what can Tana do to make this up?
I'm gonna be real with you. There's nothing that's gonna make everybody happy.
Yeah.
The suggestions that you put out, I think, are the best solution in terms of like making a meetup for those that are local. Clearly, you know, we're speaking on people who aren't local. Some people, we read the comments, she had said, one girl said, come to Egypt. I thought, that is not realistic. I mean, it's horrible, but it's just not realistic. Even just making a video like you are and making these like live streams and making announcements, just you acknowledging the situation was already such a light years ahead of what we...
Yeah, because the whole day after like the first day of TanaCon was like happening, she didn't say one word like on Twitter. And then when you said something, it meant a lot because like no one else was acknowledging the problem except for you.
Like that's terrible. And he usually hates conventions, but he only went because he was friends with Tana and he wanted to support her. That is not right for her to take advantage of him like that. And if both sides stop blaming each other and just own up to their mistakes, that would be a big help.
Favorite creators were gonna be there. Now she texted me and she was like, hey, I totally understand if you don't want to come, but like it would mean the world to me if you did. And I said yes. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I was literally at the first VidCon back in 2000.
Subscribe and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye! Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please
lose my mind. I'm gonna go fucking crazy.